So, here's my third live stream for Final Fantasy XIV. Hopefully you'll be able to hear me a bit better this time, because I have found the microphone settings and turned it up quite a bit. This time, instead of continuing as my archer character, I wanted to check out one of the magic-based classes. So I'm going to create a new character, and that way get to see one of the other cities as well for a little bit. Now, which race am I going to go for? Not the Mikote or whatever you pronounce that as. I don't know. Who shall I go with? Let's just go with a humanoid type character. We'll go with a male this time. We want somebody with high int and mind, really, don't we? Midlander's got high int. Highlander's got high mind. Int isn't too bad. I'll go with Highlander. Make them fairly tall, but not super. Chiseled or smooth? I'll go towards the smoother end because he's a magic user. They won't have chiseled muscles, will they? About there. I'll go with that. Face. No, I kind of like the default face actually. Jaw. That one. Eye shape. Can't really tell, to be honest. Iris size. Small. Dark black eyes. Eyebrows. Like that. Nose. Like that. Mouth. Like that. Lip colour's fine as it is, I think. Facial features. What have we got here? Beard. Moustache. Not so sure about all the scars. I might have one or two. I'm just going to keep that one, I think. No, not keen on the tattoos. No face paint. Let's go with scholar. We'll go with the scholar. I'm going to go with Arcanist. That'll do. Seems like a bit of a nutter. Right.
Here. Here, feel. Hear, feel, think.
Snazzy clothes. Or not. Okay, this is similar to the other beginning, but not quite the same. Oh, the same two twins as before. If they are twins, that is. No Moogles this time. At least not so far. Go for power this time. Uh-oh. What's all this then? Monster? No. Fleet. Zargin. Yep, they're familiar enemies for Final Fantasy fans. Yeah, beat quite a few of those up in my recent play of Final Fantasy X. I just completed Final Fantasy X HD Remaster yesterday, and I intend to make a video of it. It's going to be the first episode of PS2 Tuesdays Season 3 on the main channel. It won't air for a while because my plan with Season 3 is to build up at least 6 episodes before I start releasing them. So that'll give me a bit of time to produce the other 6 episodes while those are
on a windswept isle
being
in the
broadcast.
southwestern corner of the realm. Amidst the roiling waves of the Lotano Sea lies the maritime city-state of Limsa Lominsa.
Cool.
To this haven for bandits and brigands, cutthroats and curs, seekers of both freedom and fortune, comes a lone adventurer.
That's me.
Lone yet not alone, for the hero's arrival has drawn the gaze of the nation's patron deity, Lim Lane.
Oh, really? Is that good or bad?
What realm-shaking fate has she descried in the churning waters of this mortal's future?
Sounds a bit dodgy. Here I am with my splendid purple facial hair, ready to go. Let's rock! Okay.
Through peril and hardship, discovery and triumph, may the navigator guide this brave soul on his life's voyage. Till sea swallows all.
Final Fantasy 15. Bosh. Right. Come on then, let's get going. Yep, we want to activate that. It's got a much brighter city than the other one, Gridania. Right, I'm going to read out the text from now on. Hey, you there. I mean you. This is my district, and I make it my business to know all the scum that washes up in it. And they're never very nice, are they? Ah, an adventurer, fresh off the boat, is it? Well then. Allow one of Lindsay Lominsa's finest to set you on the right path. Hop to it, lad, I haven't got all day. Okay. Welcome to Limsa Lominsa, a bustling city-state filled with scoundrels and brigands, the rough-cut diamond of the Rotando Sea. Please select the control scheme you wish to use. Controller, of course. Follow the instructions to move your character and adjust the position of the camera. When you're ready to proceed, speak to Lizalo, or whatever his name is. Right, so he's not going to let me activate the crystal till I speak to him. Now then, I'm sure you're itching to explore, but adventurers are required to register their presence in the city, and without a bit of local knowledge, you're like to get your throat slit in some piss-stinking alley. That's nice. So before you do anything else, get yourselves over to the Drowning Wench and enroll with the Adventurers Guild. It's not far, just head straight down the street and speak to Grafar. He'll show you how to work that big moving platform we call the Crow's Lift, and that'll take you up to the pub. Once you're there, look for a fellow by the name of Badaron. He's the proprietor of the Wench. He might curse like an ale-sodden sailor, but the man's got a soft spot for wide-eyed newcomers like yourself. He'll set you straight. Got all that? Good. Now run along and may the navigator guide you on your journey. You have begun a quest. Use the duty list to help you complete your task. Yes. Okay. No. Okay. And I know about initiating quests as well. I just want to go and use this first. Oi! Oh, for fuck's sake. Right. A bit restrictive, aren't they? Okay. Welcome to Limsa Laminza. If you've a mind to visit the Drowning Wench, the Crow's Lift will take you there. Yes, I will use the Crow's Lift. Greetings to you, lad. What'll it be? Ah, but you ain't here for the drink, are you? You've come with a mind to try your hand at adventuring. I reckon, well, you'll find no shortage of work here in Limsa. The name's Badaran, and this most hospitable of hosteleries is the Drowning Wench. It is also the home of the Adventurers Guild here in Limsa. That's why we've got a desk specially for handling guild business, and why I seem to spend more time saving the necks of whelps like yourself than wetting the throats of the regulars. Adventurers have a knack for finding trouble, see? Okay. Not that they need it in these parts, on account of there being trouble wherever you look. If you manage to steer clear of the fishbacks and the kobolds outside of the city, the pirates on the inside will get you instead. And if they don't manage, there's always the Garlean Empire to finish the job. Oh, no one knows what they're planning, of course, but if they're planning anything, you can be sure it's to kill a lot of us. Aye, the town seems peaceful at a glance, but look again and you'll see people living in fear of what tomorrow might bring. And who can blame them after everything that's happened? Eorzea took a mighty blow during the calamity, but our homes weren't the only things what got wiped off the face of existence by that thrice-damned bastard of a dragon. It took our bleeding memories too, and no one's been able to explain explain it in a way that as makes any ounce of sense. None of the folks who saw it and lived to tell the tale seem to agree on how the tale actually goes. 'Tis all foggy, like recollections for an hard nights on the ale. You can imagine why people might fear for the future if they can't rightly recall the past. But there is one thing we all remember, and that's a group of adventurers which laid down their lives to drag Eorzea back down from the brink when she was bound for the abyss. Well, I say we remember. Truth is, though we ain't forgotten what they did for us, the goddamn calamity spawned memory loss, robbed us of their names. It won't ever let us picture their damn faces. 'Tis like staring at a gull flying in front of the sun. All you see in your mind's eye is a shadow set against the blazing glare, and that's how every bugger describes it, by the way, give or take the old gull. It's this what's got people calling their heroes warriors of light. If Limbs are ever going to put the time of darkness behind it, it's going to need venturers to help banish the fear. It's going to need new heroes like the ones we lost. Maybe one day you'll become one of them, and that's why any aid we can give to an adventurer is effort well spent. What say ye, lad? You willing to lend us your strength? That's why I'm here, isn't it? My thanks to ye, to the navigator and all. I knew she'd steered me way for a reason. But listen to me, yattering on like a sun-touched fishwife. 'Tis nigh time we got your mark in me book. Put your scroll out there. Okay. Rhaegar Livolio, is it? A fine name it is. Congratulations, you're now an upstanding member of the Adventurers Guild. You there, adventurer, you sailed in on the last ferry, did you not? The captain reported being attacked by a pirate vessel, and several witnesses have testified independently that a passenger matching your description went out on deck mere moments before the incident took place. Sending your friends signals, were you? Now hold on just a moment there, officer. You've got the wrong bloke. This fine upstanding young gent is my dear departed grandma's sister's niece's cousin's closest companion. The lad wouldn't be caught dead fraternising with such unsavoury elements. Is that right? Ahem. You are surely aware of the recent kidnappings. Respectfully then, we cannot be too trusting of outsiders at a time when the loyalty of even our closest friends is in doubt. Aye, you make a good point there, officer. A very good point. Very wise. You needn't worry, though. I keep one eye open at all times, me, and two more often than not. Now, sir, what say ye to a tankard of me finest ale afore ye return to your duties, eh? Not a watered-down cup of piss like last time, I should hope. Ain't got the faintest idea what you're on about, officer. The wench might offer some of the cheapest grog this side of the Strait of Merithor, but that don't mean it won't get you good and pickled. And look, there's a chair over there just crying out to be sat on, so kick them heavy boots off, eh? You'll have to excuse these eager bloody yellow jackets. There's been a spate of kidnappings, see, and they ain't got a clue who's behind them. Naturally, they've taken to clapping irons on anyone who looks vaguely suspicious, which means adventurers, visitors, pretty much any bugger else in this town. Don't take it personal, though. Us Leminsons can be a headstrong bunch of bastards. 'Tis true, but give us time, we'll grow on you. Now, where was I? Aye, welcome to Linza Leminza. where the sea's as green as the faces of me patrons after refuting many black belly whiskies. Now take a moment to gather your wits, and we'll get started with learning you the ways of the city. This concludes the introductory game tutorial. You have taken your first step as an adventurer in the city of Linza. Listen well to the wisdom of Baderon Tenfingers, then go forth and discover the incredible adventures that await you. Right then, let's get you off nice and easy with 3 tasks that will help you get used to life here in Limsa. Firstly, if you head down the floor there and point your nose to the west, you'll get on the eyeful of the great glowing crystal in the middle of the courtyard. That's an aetherite, a device which can move you from one place to another in the blink of an eye. Ain't no swifter way to travel, providing there's an aetherite where you want to go, of course. Have a chat with the yellow jacket on guard down there, and you'll be treated to a lecture on the workings of the device. Before you do that though, remember to touch the thing. Strange as it sounds, it won't work till you have. Second on your list is the marketplace. You'll find weapons and armour and all your adventuring bits and pieces for sale in the district which lies beyond the aetherite. Don't go throwing your gill around just yet though, or you'll get fleeced quicker than you can say, "What's my coin purse? Why's my coin purse so light?" Have a word with Swazblade instead. He's the head of the Merchants League, by the way. Give him this old Auckland and he'll treat you well. For the last one of me Elflints, I suggest you meet some fellow spellslingers at the Arcanist's Guild. I guarantee you'll learn a few new tricks for your tome if you decide to join their crew. Muri at the front desk is the one to get you started. Got all that, lad? Seeing to them 3 tasks will take you on a little jaunt round the city and help you work out where everything is. Now, I'd best be getting on. Run along, eh? Bugger it, there I go, sending you off without telling you something crucial. The bloody calamities made me a right mess of memory, I swear. Well, that or the ale. Any road. While you're out, if you happen to pass any poor sods which look like they might need your help, consider the tale of woe and listen, eh? Sounds like a chore, I admit, but you never knows what interesting opportunities could be lurking out there, just waiting for you to stumble on them. Aye, you like to find yourself running odd errands in the beginning, but once you build up a reputation as a man folk can trust, the jobs will get harder and the rewards more generous. And that, my lad, is how you go about becoming a legend among adventurers. Right, let's go then. I've got another quest here. Well, would you look at this, a shiny new adventurer. Listen close, lad. I've some information that might just help you out on the help you on the map here in Limsa. I was passing through Bulwark Hall below not so long ago and saw a bunch of herbs just scattered about on the ground. No, I'm not entirely certain, but I think they might have been the black market wares known as dream flowers. Linza Leminza is a busy port, and not all the merchants that blow it in across the straw are above board, if you know what I mean. How'd the plants end up in mizzenmast? Who knows? Might have been a deal gone bad. The important thing is that you make a name for yourself by hunting them in. Speak to Scammon Rail and she'll get you down to the first floor. Then all you have to do is pick up the herds and take them to at the Auckland. Being a worldly captain, he knows a thing or two about such shady goods. I wish they'd have names that I could actually pronounce. Oh, there's another one. No, he's the lift attendant. Anything else? No, let's go with... Speak to the lift attendant then. You wish to visit Bulwark Hole below? The crow's lift is ready when you are. I'm ready. I'm just going to have a sip of my Coke. I know about sanctuaries. I know about interacting. So here's the herbs. I'll pick these up. Oh, it's night time. So here's the... Let's touch the crystal first, shall we? Ah, another novice adventurer. Aye, Balderon has sent more or a few of your kind this way of late. I am Sundhimal, one of the Yellow Jackets tasked with keeping the peace in the city. It is also my charge to provide guidance in the use of this device. Fear not, I shall be brief. Aetherites are crystalline structures that tap into ethereal energies. They are primarily used as a means to travel swiftly from one place to another. Return and teleport, the most common transformation spells, make direct use of the Aetherite and their connection to the flow of Aether. And as these devices are found in almost every corner of Eorzea, any adventurer worthy of the name will wish to seek out and attune himself to each one. Once you have expanded your horizons beyond the walls of the city, you will soon find yourself performing the act of attunement as a matter of course. There is, however, no need for unseemly haste. The Aetherites found in and around the city will be sufficient for the present, I assure you. Should you wish to learn more about Aetherites or transportation magic, I will be here to answer your questions. That's fine, mate. You attune with the Aetherite. You are now able to use the return spell. Yep. Got it. No, I know how to use return. So let's speak to this guy. Yes. On a head skiff, you have some herbs you wished me to examine. Indeed I do. Yes. As you suspected, those are the highly illegal blooms known as dream flowers. They are the prime ingredient in the creation of somnus, a substance whose fragrance is said to lull the sniffer's mind into a sleep of death. Forgive me, I could not resist the jest. These herbs are naught more than Athis lavender, a common enough export from Laminza. In fact, these probably spilled from the crates that were loaded onto my very own ship. I think someone has been having a bit of fun with you, son. But not to worry, you've learned a few things and made a new acquaintance. Well met. By way of thanks for delivering my scattered lavender, I have a nugget of information that may prove useful to you. You see, I was recently approached by an unkempt seafarer, which is not, I admit, particularly unusual for a man in my profession. What was unusual was that he offered a generous sum of gil to be introduced to any adventurer I might know. In my experience, sailors are not known to carry such a wealth of coin about their person, especially with the alehouses of Limsa so close at hand. Kidnappings have not been uncommon in these past months. I suggest you take this information and speak with Glazel, the guard who stands at the entrance to East Hawker's Alley. It never hurts to show a spirit of cooperation to the authorities, lad. Yep. Excuse me, sir, but might you have a moment or two to spare? You seem the type to enjoy being accosted for menial tasks, and I require someone to make a delivery to the dutiful sisters of the Edelweiss. I wouldn't be surprised if you hadn't heard of them. The sisters prefer not to advertise their presence here in Limsa. They do, however, provide a rather unique service of which the Brugair Consortium has recently been the beneficiary. I would have you deliver this package to their doorman, Lawnward, along with our profuse gratitude. Okay? Alright. Okay, lots of people here, which is pretty cool. Looks like I've got stuff over here. Ah yes, more questicles. Stop. Sweetnix is what? Beauty's grown on crafty smart trade marker. Sweetness makes busy deal with uplanders. Need deliver letter to gate of Mailvarn, but Sweetnix has shivery shakes. Uplander walks to gate of Mailvarn for Sweetnix. Uplander delivers letter to tax lady. What? I can't read it. Okay, is that your butterfly? It's a nice butterfly, isn't it? There's Glazel. That is disturbing news. Your initiative is appreciated, adventurer. I'll have the captain place the Yellow Jackets on high alert. Ah, and while I have your ear, I need you to visit Fridwib and tell her the same thing you told me. You'll find her a bit further down East Hawker's Alley. Fridwib has frequent dealings with adventurers, so any warning you give her should soon spread through the city. Christ, this place is busy. Busy, busy, busy. Tosses everywhere. Swazblate. A fine evening to you, sir. Welcome to the most replete marketplace in the grand realm of Eorzea, where every shelf groans under the weight of wonders born from all four corners of the world. Pray browse the stalls until your eyeballs ache from ogling the overabundance of unbelievable bargains. Now, as much as I would love to elaborate on the unrivaled quality of our merchandise, I must tend to some cargo but recently arrived on the docks. You bear a gift from Vaderon? Whatever could it... my octant by the navigator. I must have left it behind in the winch, along with a week's pay and several bells worth of intoxicated memories. I am most grateful to have it back. This tool is a keepsake from my days as a ship captain, you see. Needless to say, your good deed must be repaid, and what better recompense than the wisdom of a master merchant? If it is... Lest you doubt, each gil you invest in arms and armour will be money well spent. Adventuring is, after all, a dangerous profession by its very nature. It goes without saying that Hawker's Alley boasts stalls specialising in the tools of every martial discipline imaginable. And within but a few steps are bazaars and apothecaries that will most amply supply all your potions and perishable needs. Our keen-eyed agents procure a frankly befuddling range of wares during their sojourns to distant shores, so it pays to become familiar with the type and price of the goods offered by each stall. Such knowledge will serve you well if your purse is light or your time is short. But verbal instructions of this kind will only profit you so much. Experience has ever been the surest teacher, if not the kindest. I invite you to explore the markets for yourself. You, sir, adventurer, I have work for you. I would have you pose as a customer and survey the market's current prices. Surely I did not see you balk at so simple a task. All you need to do is strike up a conversation with the shop owners and glance over their wares. There are 3 merchants that interest me. Iron Thunder, XIV and Sinhill. Write down all you see on this price list and hand it back. No, hand it to Brainig on the West Caucasus Alley. He shall reward you for your service. Fridwib. Greetings, sir. Might I interest you in the services of a retainer? What's this? Some suspicious seafarer is on the prowl for gullible adventurers? A possible suspect in the recent kidnappings, you think? Well, I'll be sure to pass on that warning to my customers. What with all the merchants and travellers milling through Hawker's Alley, these kinds of unsavoury activities can go unnoticed. In any case, I promise to keep a sharp lookout for anyone being accosted by strange-looking sailors. Right. Well met, lad. Cast your peepers over these beauties. Not a spot of rust to be found, every piece fresh from the forges of Naldic and Varmels. That's that done. Kyokurun welcomes welcome customer. Kyokurun loves his lovely trade. Kyokurun's goods are goodly made. Nice to know. A fine evening to you, sir. What can I interest you in? Why, you even seem interested in most everything, don't you? This is another one of those investigations. Well, I have nothing to hide. Okay. You're the one what made a list for Swazblades. Let's have it then. Nothing wrong with the market as far as I can tell. You citizens get pirates selling stolen goods at cutthroat prices, and that drives the numbers down right across Orca's Alley. Thanks to these reports, though, we can tell at a glance when shady dealings are taking place. Good work, lad. Melvin's Gate. More quests. Speak to this one first. Welcome to the Arcanist Guild. It is here that we research and develop the field of Arcania. Arcanina is the science of employing arcane geometries, intricate patterns that map the unlocked mysteries of existence, to draw forth and manipulate the body's etheric energies. Ah, but if I am not mistaken, you already possess some rudimentary understanding of the craft. Shall I deepen your knowledge of our history as well? The roots of Arcanina can be traced back to the esoteric calculations practiced by the people of the South Sea Isles. It was these island folk that first discovered a method to express natural phenomena in mathematical terms. Building on this process, the existing mathematical formulae were further developed into arcane geometries, precise patterns that allowed a practitioner to weave ether into specific magical effects. The mages who invoked this new form of magic became known as Arcanists, and the school of Arcanina was born. Many such mages, wishing to expand their understanding of the world, took to the seas aboard trading vessels. Upon their arrival in Linza Laminza, Arcanists found themselves welcomed into the academic elite, and soon secured positions in the realms of governance and council. The knowledge of an Arcanist, however, is traditionally passed from master to chosen disciple. As such, Admiral Mailweb, counting several wielders of Arcanina among her personal staff, became concerned that this exclusionary practice would lead to the eventual extinction of the art. So, at the Admiral's express orders, an official Arcanist Guild was established, and funding was provided for research and training. The complex and demanding nature of Arcanina, however, remains the greatest threat to its own future. If you would continue your study of this challenging discipline, then I must insist you indicate your commitment by joining our guild. Well, have you decided to enroll in our guild, or are you now intimidated by the very thought of excessive thinking? Your sound judgment is to be commended. Now, standard practice dictates that I introduce you to our guild master, that you might convey your intentions in person. Due to extraordinary circumstances, he is unreachable at present. Instead, you may speak with Mistress Thubigren. She has shouldered full responsibility for the guild's leadership in the interim. You will find her just over there by the bookshelves. You needn't be shy, though her mind is sharp and critical. Her manner is always most welcoming. Okay. Yes, I am Thubigren. Greetings and welcome to the Arcanist Guild. As Muri has doubtlessly explained, I'm serving as acting guildmaster until our wayward leader deigns to return. I assume our capable receptionist also spoke of our art's origins. Allow me then to expound upon its nature. Arcanina taps into the living energies of ether. The evidence of this is represented most aptly, perhaps, by our ability to manifest the arcane entity Carbuncle, and the manner of the magic which this ethereal ally employs at our command. The core of the discipline, however, is found in the pursuit of defensive solutions to any potential quandary. Even on the field of battle, nay, especially on the field of battle, this principle takes precedence. If one wishes to make certain the questions of victory, then one must apply the most effective strategy. An Arcanist is measured by his ability to calmly analyse a situation from moment to moment and respond with the most appropriate spells at hand. The study of Arcanina will test your mental faculties to the point of perplexity. Are you prepared to reason your way through predicament after predicament? Yes. An unambiguous response, the kind I most prefer. Let us now see if the clarity of your words is matched by the sharpness of your mind. In Lower La Nausea, you will find among others 3 species of pests: wharf rats, little ladybugs, and Orelei. I ask that you employ your skills as Arcanina to eradicate each of these creatures. Leave the city through the Tempest Gate and you will soon encounter the potential targets in abundance. As long as you remain focused, I do not foresee these opponents causing your budding abilities undue difficulty. Once you return from completing this preliminary trial, I will welcome you as an official member of the Arcanist Guild. May your judgment remain swift and clear. Cool. Where is Sweenix with those important records? Without the proper documentation, I'm afraid we shall have to expel him from the city. Why, these are Sweenix's records. Glad I am to see they were submitted in time. Honestly, you would think that goblin would have lost his fear of our officers by now. Every month he is to submit these papers, and every month his tardiness forces me to consider his removal. As long as one follows proper procedure, Limsa Laminza is quite welcoming of foreign traders. Please convey these words to Sweenix. Perhaps it will aid in soothing the poor goblin's fears. Now what? Here at Maven's Gate we inspect the goods that are imported into Limsa Laminza and collect duty as the law requires. Some merchants, however, seek to evade these obligations and we must chase them down. I would be grateful if you could deliver these 2 ledgers, one from a man named Santimal, who you will find at the Octant, and one to a woman named Letitia, who works at the Bismarck. If you're uncertain... What's it doing that for? If you're uncertain as to the whereabouts of the Bismarck, ask Santimal when you meet him and he will point you in the right direction. Yeah, yes, there was another quest here, okay. Oh no, maybe not. It's just a sign. So going back this way. I'm not accepting any friend requests or guild invites without speaking to the person first. So it's daytime again. Looking forward to trying some combat with this new character. Hopefully I'm going the right way. Alright, another quest to hand in to Sweenix. Hey Mr. Goblin. Uplander delivered letter to Gate of Mail then. Uplander has wide heart and swift legs. Tax Lady Talia has backwards for Sweenix. Sweetnix has outflow of joy for Tax Lady What's-Her-Face. Sweenix is happy goblin. Happy gobby. Give Uplander jingly shine. Okay. Thank you for the jingly shine. Yep, Sentinel is over here. A ledger from Maven's Gate, you say? Yet more outstanding duty payments. When will those merchants ever learn? Very well, if I catch sight of any offenders, I shall drag them to the gate, kicking and screaming if needs be. One more ledger bound for the Bismarck, you say? Follow this path to the upper decks, and you'll find the place. This path, you mean? Yep. Another quick drink. Another quest. Oh dear. Beg your pardon, good sir, but you're an adventurer, are you not? I realise this is sudden, but we urgently need help restocking our larders. We're in the midst of preparing a full-course meal for soon arriving guests, but I feel we are short on fresh lamb for the main course. I would be grateful if you could procure 4 slices for us. I dare say it would be quicker to obtain these directly from the source, wild lambs. In case you're unfamiliar with the creatures, I suggest you speak with Abelfar, a sentry stationed at Bulwark's Hall, just below the Drowning Wench. Getting close to leveling up for the first time, which is cool. There we go. Tax evaders among our patrons, you say? Goodness me. I dare say they may well put an end to their appetite, but this is in the best interests of the city-state. If any of the merchants named in this ledger come to dine with us, I shall see that Mervin's Gate is notified without delay. Yay! We spare no effort to ensure that all our patrons enjoy the finest food and hospitality, and so it is doubly hurtful when someone decides to leave without settling the bill. Naria Belago, a first-time patron, did just that. Usoshimo is one who lovingly prepared the man's meal. She is quite upset by the whole affair and has taken it upon herself to draw an illustration of the offender. Might it trouble you to deliver it to the Yellow Jackets on our behalf? Ushmo would be done adding the finishing touches by now. Oh yes. I poured my heart and soul into that grilled dodo. If I ever get my hands on that scoundrel, I'll grind his bones to make my bread. Here it is, my rendition of the criminal. Please deliver it to Goodbet at the Coral Tower. He will know what to do. I'm guessing this is the Coral Tower, is it? This is the Drowning Wench again. Ah, there you are, Rhaegar. Enjoy your jaunt around the city, did you? If you mean to base yourself in Linza Lominza, that won't be the last time you'll visit them their places. And now you've got some idea of what's where, you can start exploring the rest of the town. You've shown a good ear for listening, lad. Stick with old Baderon and you'll go far. Can't do that one yet. These days, poor Baderon's so busy looking after others, he hasn't been able to look after himself. He deserves something for his efforts. Whenever he's in his cups and starts speaking of the old days, he never fails to mention Aurelis. Seems he and his mates used to eat the creatures on occasion. It's obvious he still has fond memories of that life, so I'm thinking that a few Aurelie umbrellas might be something he'd appreciate. Could you help me by procuring 4 of them? If you're willing to help, speak with Calandrel by the Elf Castle. She knows where various wild beasts congregate. The hireling. The Bismarck wants fresh lamb, does it? Gods, I could do with a slice myself, fresh off the grill and dripping in its own juices. Sorry friends, I haven't had a single bite to eat since my shift began. Any road, you can get lamb easily enough by hunting the lambs that graze outside the city. Go through the Zephyr Gate and follow the path east and south for a bit. You'll run into the fluffy and tasty critters before long. go and hunt some lambs then, shall we? This is the Zephyr Gate. Let's have a quick jaunt outside the city. Wolf raptor, okay. Hello. I'm a bit underleveled for the lambs at the moment. Wolf rats. What else do I need to slay? Orelay and little ladybugs. There's a little ladybug. It's level 3 though. Ah, there's a level 2 little ladybug. Well, I'm not sure where these Orelei are. I might have to go out of a different gate to find them. Let's go back into the city for now. Just the way back? Yes. Alright. Riches. Have you had any luck obtaining the fresh lamb? Please hurry, the guests are arriving any moment now. Yes, I have got the lamb for you. 4 slices of fresh lamb, and right in the nick of time. Thank you ever so much. It is times like this I feel fulfilled in my role. I used to be a chef myself, you see. But my skills weren't quite up to par. So when the Bismarck expanded operations, I asked to be made provisioner instead. This way I can still be part of the business in spite of my shortcomings. So I can choose leather lightnets. Okay, let's have a look. Why can't I? seems I can't wear them for whatever reason. Seems rather unfair. You want the coin, venturer? How do you fancy working for the Kraken's Arms, one of the greatest pirates' crews in Limsa? If you're interested, take yourself up these steps to the balcony above and talk to Carvalhan, our captain. Do right by him, and he'll do right by you. Greetings, friend, and welcome to the 7th Stage, purveyors of the finest spices from the East. All of our products are guaranteed obtained through completely legal means. Oh, you do not seek spices, but employment? Well then, let me speak of how you might be of service to our organisation. Our Misery returned from her latest voyage bearing exotic spices never before seen in Eorzea. I prepared 2 samplers, each of which I would have you deliver to certain individuals. The first is for Junaid, who you will find at the Coral Tower. The second is for Master Linger, the head chef of the Bismarck. And do make certain the right person gets the right set. Go now and return here once you have accomplished the task. Here we are at Coral Tower. Welcome to the headquarters of the Yellow Jackets, the keepers of the peace in Linza Laminza. Is there aught I can assist you with? A sample of spice courtesy of the 7th Sage, you say? There's no mistake. This is fire sand, and the kind used by the Guardians. Besides, quite intriguing. Very well, we will consider placing an order. Oh, you thought that you had brought me spice. I see that you're not familiar with Canvalisms. For the sake of convenience, he uses the word spice to refer to literally anything he has procured on the high seas. Lest you worry, the man isn't engaged in any activity that is considered piracy. Far from it. Think of him as a trader, a heavily armed one, who represents Liminsan interests in eastern lands. An alarming number of citizens have gone missing of late, though I suspect you've already heard the rumours. It is essential that we ascertain their safety. To this end, I prepared a list based on reports from our citizens. Would you be so kind as to deliver this to my colleagues in Bulwark Hall? Nadelka is her name. Thanks for the advance, friend. Thanks in advance, friend. Godbert. A bit of time at the Bismarck, and you have an artist's rendition of the man. What in the Seven Hells is this supposed to be? It looks more like the prow of a ship than a man's face. Look, we would like nothing more than to bring the offender to justice. 'Tis our duty after all. However, we will need our time a little bit more to go on with in this piece of art. It would be easiest for all involved if Rushmo were to come here. Okay. Yep. Where can I go from here? Arcanist skill. No, I'll go on foot. Another day has ended. We'll go this way. A new sample from the 7th stage. Alright, let's have a whiff of it then. Okay. It smelled nothing like it before. The note as came with it says it's a root which grows on Uthard. Last I heard, Uthard was under Imperial rule. How the other 7 hells did Carvella manage to get hold of this? Anyway, I reckon I can cook up something fresh and new with it. Thanks for the delivery, friend. So you've spoken with Godbert. Wahaha. Within the bell, the Yellow Jackets will have that swindling scoundrel locked up in a dungeon cell, and then I'll take my filleting knife and... Huh? Godbert wants me to go to the Coral Tower for questioning? Well, what more information does he want that my drawing doesn't already provide? Isn't a picture supposed to paint 1,000 words? Welcome back. It would seem both samples were rather well received, and this is no small part due to our affable courier. It is unfortunate, but notoriety accumulated over the course of years does not fall overnight. There are many still who are hesitant to do business with savage pirates. Yes, the old days of piracy have passed, giving way to a new wave of opportunity. My crew and I have decided to embrace this wave. With the Admiral's blessing, we engage in a form of trade with Garlean ships. Everything we do, you may rest assured, is within the law. So, I need to go this way. Welcome to Limsa Laminza. Is there aught you would like to know? Feel free to... You've got something for me, you say? A missing persons list. I'm not sure I follow. Thanks for bringing the list. I'll be sure to memorise these names. If any of the missing persons reappear, you can count on me to spot them. Most folk enter the city via the Zephyr Drift, which means they must pass through the bulwark hole. That's why I'm on constant watch here and undercover so as to keep an eye out for suspicious activity. I've been doing this for so long I've become a pretty good judge of character. If there are shady characters skulking about, you can be rest assured I can pick them out. Hehehe. Oh, hang on. No. You. Sounds like you're already in the Yellow Jacket's good graces. You truly are a model adventurer, a paragon among your fellows. Do you think you could do me a favour? You see, I'm supposed to go and fill up at all the street lamps with the oil so that they stay lit through the night, but thanks to this business of missing people, I can't simply up and leave my post. If you could tend to the street lamps in my stead, I'd be extremely grateful. Oh, and when you're finished, please fetch more oil from Sixpoo in the Fisherman's Guild. We're running low here, and she has care of our stores. Where is this person? Now, hang on, one of these was guttering a minute ago. What's wrong? Why isn't it doing it now? That's not fair. Which one was it? That's annoying. How do I get around there? Here we go. That's better. Sisyphus, you're doing what? What am I to do with that girl? She has the nerve to ask me for work, twaddling tripe about her savings, only to foist it on the first adventure that comes along. Being young and pretty does not give you license to shirk responsibility. Ah, she'll get her oil all right, and peace of my mind to boot. The calamity really knocked the wind out of the fishing industry's sails, but the fisherfolk are starting to return to the seas once more. It's past time I did the same. But before I can put out to sea again, I need to have a new boat built. Our guild has always commissioned Nadik and Vinils for its crafts, but they are beastly busy these days. If you want something to do, mayhap you could rush over to the Armourers Guild and consult with the Forge Master Hanunza in my stead. I would know how long we might expect to have to wait. Okie doke. Little guy, we will. Aye, that's the dutiful sisters of the Edelweiss, a house of deep reflection and meditation, so unless you've proper business with us, you can kindly bugger off. What's this then? A parcel from the Rugai Consortium, eh? Let's have a peek inside. Ooh, walnut bread and ginger cookies, and a few of them Bismarck finger sandwiches too. Them consortium cults know the right way to show appreciation. Some of them sisters have unholy appetites, so I'd best save a few bites for myself before I take this inside. You let Jocelyn know that we're always here should her boss have need of us again. Yeah, okay. You've delivered the package as I requested. Very good. I shall pass on the sisters' sentiments to my superior. What manner of services do the dutiful sisters provide? Continue your stay in Linza Laminza and you'll likely find out soon enough. In fact, if you're confident in your abilities and comfortable with the unconventional, you might wish to approach them yourself. A new boat for the Fisherman's Guild? I'm afraid now isn't the best time. You see, we have recently taken on a commission for a galleon. This task alone has all our hands full. But look, I will see what I can do. The Fisherman's Guild has long been one of our best clients, and I would be loath to disappoint Sisyphe. It may yet take a while, but I shall endeavour to have her boat ready in a timely fashion. I even see you needed some trifling task to pass the time, and I have just the job for you. Everyone is offering a reward for any adventurer who slays at least 5 wolf rats. There's no shortage of the pests lurking outside the Tempest Gate, so you should hurry and take advantage of this opportunity. Baderon actually likes Aurelia umbrellas. Gods, I'd never even considered trying to eat one of those foul things. Nevertheless, it's Aurelia you seek. You ought to find plenty by the river, just past the Tempest Gate and to the east. If you're looking for a place to wet your whistle, Scrag, I'd advise you to turn tail and run. Captain Roswin's in no mood to be entertaining customers this morning, and even when she is, she ain't particularly good at it, though maybe dealing with a customer's the sort of shite what might shake her from her doldrums. But if you mean to venture inside the missing member, you best remember to pay your proper respects to the captain, lest you ain't afraid of going missing. Kneeling afore would be a good start. Okay. Oh, so he knows his place. Good. If only the Kraken had the same sense of propriety. Bastards keep seizing every Garlean ship before we can take a crack at them. 'Tis a sorry state of affairs when your crew's reduced to preying on the leavings of that mangy bunch of man-boys. Me younger self would be right disappointed to see how far we've fallen. So you do know something of my pain, but your sympathy ain't worth more than a pint of piss. It's well and good now that you got the Admiral's permission to capture Garlean ships, but what's the use if they keep on getting best beat to your prey? We built our reputation reeving right off the coast of Vilbrand, not sailing a dozen miles into the bleeding sea. The few Imperial dogs found in Lamizan territory get snatched by the Krakens uniting in open waters. I rallied my crew's spirits when I said we were reviving the old ways, but after all our struggles they seem resigned to letting those bastards have all the fun. Where's Rally? There it is. You're trying to make light of my dilemma. Don't push your luck, Scrag, or I'll get you with a hook, like a regular pirate. Wait, that's it. We're pirates, goddammit, so we should think like pirates. Bugger keeping Lamizan waters safe. We'll raid supply shipments to the galleon outposts along the coast of Eldonard. It's so bleeding simple, I don't know why I didn't think of this. But before, thank you for your unintended inspiration, Scrag. To think I almost had you fed to the sharks. Are we done with that quest? I think we are. Go back to this person out here. I gather your meeting with the captain went well. I could hear her cackling all the way out here. Well, whatever you did, thank you for doing it. Last thing we needed was her going on another rampage, running duck swabs and leaving us with less meat. It ain't easy playing by the Admiral's rules, but if anyone can find a way, Captain Roswell can. Right, so... Oh, you've returned. I hope you do not harbour any ill will towards me for my earlier deception. You see, I believe those